Hello there. If you're getting ready for a colonoscopy, then you have landed in the perfect spot. We know the whole prep process can seem a little intimidating, but this guide is here to walk you through everything, step by step, to make it as simple as possible. And just so you know, everything we're about to cover comes straight from the official SUPREP prep instructions from the experts at the Center for Digestive Health and Nutrition, so you can relax knowing you're getting top-notch, reliable info. So, let's get right to it. You're gearing up for your colonoscopy. Let's tackle this preparation together, because following these instructions to a T is honestly the most important thing you can do for a successful procedure. To make this super easy, we've broken it all down into 6 clear sections. Think of this as our roadmap. We're going to start with why this is all so important. Then we'll get your shopping list together and walk you through the entire timeline right up to test day. And we'll finish up with some key reminders you won't want to forget. First things first, why is this prep such a big deal? Well, understanding the why behind all these steps actually makes the whole process a lot easier to stick with. You know, it really all boils down to one simple thing. For your doctor to see everything clearly and to do a really thorough and safe exam, your colon has to be totally clean. A great prep sets the stage for a great colonoscopy. It's as simple as that. And let's be real, most people will tell you the prep is the hardest part. The source material doesn't shy away from that at all. But here's the good news. Modern preps like SUPREP are so much simpler and more manageable than the old school stuff. You can totally do this. All right, time to get practical. Think of this next part like you're getting your gear together for a mission. Let's go over all the supplies you'll need to have ready to go. The star of the show, of course, is your prescription SUPREP Bowel Prep Kit. And you'll also see some nutrition drinks here like Ensure or Boost. These are optional, but they are highly recommended. They can be a real game changer for keeping your energy up on prep day. Now, along with your prescription, you'll need to grab 2 things from the pharmacy aisle. First is a small bottle of milk of magnesia. This helps get the whole process started. And second is simethicone. You probably know it as Gas-X. We'll find out later why this little bubble buster is so important. Okay, here it is, your complete shopping list all in one place. You've got your prescriptions, your over-the-counter helpers, and please do not forget the comfort items. Trust me, soft toilet paper, baby wipes, and some zinc oxide cream will make your life a lot better. This is a perfect screen to hit pause on while you get your supplies in order. Got all your supplies? Awesome. Let's start the official countdown, because the real prep work actually begins 3 days before your procedure. Okay, 3 days out. First thing, lock in your driver. This is non-negotiable. They have to be there and stay for the whole visit. Also, start tweaking your diet now. Eat lighter and stay away from things like seeds, corn, and raw veggies. Then, 2 nights before your procedure, you'll take some milk of magnesia to, as the instructions say, prime the pump. And here we are. It's prep day, the main event. But don't you worry, we're going to break this down into a really simple, timed schedule. Just follow right along. All right, starting at 7 a.m., we say goodbye to solid food. You're now on a clear liquid diet, and you can have one of those Ensure drinks. At noon, you can have a second one if you want. But after 4 p.m., it's strictly clear liquids only. If your doctor prescribes Zofran, you'll take one at 5:30 p.m. Then, at 6 p.m., it's time for dose number 1 of the SUPREP. Mix it, drink it, and then, this is super important, follow it up with 32 ounces of clear liquids over the next hour. Hydration is everything. You made it through the night. Welcome to test day. You are so close to being done. Let's just walk through these last few critical steps. This morning is all about timing, so you'll work backwards from your arrival time. 5.5 hours before you're due, take that second Zofran if you have it. 5 hours before, it's time for dose 2 of SUPREP. Drink that down and follow it with another 32 ounces of clear liquids. With your very last sip, take the 2 simethicone tablets. And then, and this is the most critical part, exactly 4 hours before your arrival time, you stop everything. Nothing by mouth. No food, no water, no gum, no smoking, nothing. This is the question on everyone's mind, right? After all of that, how do you actually know if it worked? How do you know if you're ready? Well, this slide shows you exactly what you're looking for. The goal is for your output to look like urine, a clear or yellowish liquid. If you see that, then congratulations, you have nailed the prep. Now, if your stool is still solid or brown on the morning of your test, you need to give your doctor's office a call. We are almost there. But before we wrap up, I just want to run through a few final and absolutely crucial reminders so there are no surprises on test day. Okay, please listen very carefully. This is extremely important. If you take any of the GLP-1 medications, that's things like Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro, you absolutely must stop them exactly as you were instructed. These drugs slow down your stomach, and that can create a serious risk when you're under anesthesia. If you don't stop them, your procedure will have to be canceled for your own safety.
We recognize that our patients with diabetes may be concerned about the safety of a colonoscopy prep. The bottom line is that it can be done safely if you follow instructions. Your colonoscopy prep will involve significant changes to what and how much you eat, which can easily lead to unpredictable blood sugar levels. This will necessitate a temporary adjustment in your diabetic medications. The greatest concern is low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. You should monitor your blood sugar because we don't want you to go low. We advise patients with diabetes to tolerate slightly higher blood sugar for a day or two, which will not cause long-term harm. One day of glucose readings that are slightly higher, or permissive hyperglycemia, is much better than experiencing a hypoglycemic event. Every case is different. We have printed guidelines in your printed SUPREP instructions. Follow these guidelines if you have questions, have brittle diabetes, or your diabetes is difficult to control. Discuss the prep adjustments with your endocrinologist, or PCP.
So we mentioned taking simethicone a couple of times, but what's the deal with those little pills? Why are they so important? Here's the cool part. Simethicone is a bubble buster. It literally breaks up all the little foamy bubbles from bile that can stick to the walls of your colon. By clearing all that stuff away, it gives your doctor a much cleaner, totally unobstructed view, which makes the whole exam more accurate. It's a tiny step with a huge payoff. Okay, one last checklist for the big day. Remember, your driver has to stay. Wear something comfy. Leave your jewelry and valuables at home. Don't forget your ID and insurance card. You can take essential meds like blood pressure pills, but only with a tiny sip of water. And of course, please be on time. And that's it. You've done the hard work. You followed all the steps. You completed the prep. You are now fully ready to take this incredibly important proactive step for your long-term health. You did great, and good luck with your procedure. You've got this.